Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Sid Meier's 1997 classic and one of the best war games of all time, Sid Meier's Gettysburg, a real-time strategy game which puts you in the shoes of either the Union or the Confederacy at the Battle of Gettysburg, gives you a dynamic campaign that allows you to fight out both historical scenarios and what-ifs, and has carryover casualties, so each battle influences the next, not just in where you fight, but also in the quality or the quantity of troops that you have to fight that engagement with. This is part 5 of our look at Sid Meier's Gettysburg. This is sort of a flashback or a throwback series to one of those games that I played so much of when I was younger and enjoyed the hell out of it. This is coming off the 4th part where we fought the Battle of Little Round Top, so it was a slight variant, but it was basically the historical Battle of Little Round Top, where we lost Devil's Den, as the Union historically did. We defended Little Round Top. Vincent's brigade was badly handled, but we were able to just barely hang on thanks to Weed's brigade coming in just in time to save the day, and we were able to win a marginal victory. So that is the second consecutive victory for us. We lost badly in the first 2 battles on day 1, but on the evening of July 1st, we threw back rebel assaults on Cemetery Hill for a decisive victory, and here in the first battle on July 2nd, the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg, we were able to hang on to Little Round Top by the skin of our teeth. So with that being said, we are on a winning streak, if it can be called that. And the next battle, I believe, will be the fight in and around the Peach Orchard. General Sickles advances his corps rashly without orders from General Meade, gets it out, in front of the line, extended and sort of without sufficient support. And General Longstreet's corps comes in and attacks it in echelon, badly ravaging it and potentially threatening the center and left flank of the entire Union line. But we'll see if that's what actually happens. This was taken from a live stream from a couple of days ago, where I played as the Union. And let's go ahead and jump back into the live stream commentary, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts below, and away we go. Yep, we fixed bayonets, we charged on in there, and we won. So let's move to the next scenario. On top, our second victory. We're on a 2-battle winning streak.
General Sickles, your orders were to deploy your corps to extend our line south to Little Round Top. Perhaps you misunderstood my order, sir.
No, but I deemed it advisable to advance my corps to the high ground at that peach orchard.
You are half a mile in front of Hancock's corps. Your corps is too small to hold such an exposed position. Your flanks are unsupported.
Very well, General. If you wish, I will withdraw my corps.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. The enemy is already forming to attack. I'll order Hancock to support you. Good luck. General.
The political general,
This is your best brigade.
that is Sickles. The disastrous political general that is Sickles. I like that at least it represents Meade relatively well in this fight, in that he, obviously, it stands up for him in making that Sickles move was boneheaded. Sickles tried to protect his reputation by, saying, oh yeah, I saved the day by blunting the attack of Longstreet. It's absolute hogwash. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and activate Burling's brigade. We're going to move him in here to protect the flank. Wheatfield's in our possessions. Again, the game doesn't directly draw from the previous battle. Wolcott Hill is also here. Tilton's brigade. Alright, so Wolcott Hill we need to hold. That's like a fallback position, I think. The Peach Orchard's a nice to have. You can see here we've got all of these artillery guns that are kind of on this plateau near the Peach Orchard, as was the case historically. Alright, move those troops in on the double. Barnes' division here. Alright, Alright, so we've got Burling's troops in position with all this artillery supporting him from behind.
Reporting, General.
Alright, Brewster's been activated. We're going to form him on a double line over here. There's kind of a hinge here. Carr's brigade represents a little bit of a hinge in the line. You really need to try and hold there. Tilton's brigade is getting routed. Ah! They're running directly into enemy troops in the Devil's Den. Well, that's just great. Hart's Battery, which is kind of on the southern flank there. Alright. So, the main thing here, I think, is to hold Weikert Hill. I think if we lose that, then we kind of lose Little Round Top as well. But as long as we hold that, I think the worst we can do is the historical outcome of having the Third Corps shattered, but holding on to the heights. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Humphreys is a tremendous... Historically, anyway, he was a tremendous division commander. He only gets experienced in this game, apparently. You can see they're kind of concentrating here on a bit of a salient. We'll move some of these regiments down. What does Sickles get? I'm assuming competent? Yeah, he's a competent corps commander. Competent, while sounding polite, is actually the worst corps commander or worst division commander you can have. Troops can be green, which is the worst that individual infantry units can be, but a commander, the worst commanders are rated as competent. There's no, like, incompetent rating or anything like that. Which would be kind of funny, because, you know, they should call Sickles a political general. It's a polite way of saying he sucks. Sickles, by the way, murdered a person his wife was having an affair with before the war. And he murdered him in cold blood, and I believe, at least according to Bruce Canton, he may have used the first temporary insanity plea in history and was acquitted. So he literally walked in, shot a man dead, admitted to it, and got away with it without prison time. So he's special. These units aren't going to attack. They've got the black flag, which basically, again, means they're sort of there to provide some historical boundaries, but they're not... J Street, I don't think there's any way for the Union attack on day 3. I haven't done well enough in this battle yet. Anderson's division coming in, I believe, here. About to hit Carr's line. Where are we at right now, like, time-wise? About an hour and a half left in this fight. So far, we've lost more than the enemy. Still hold all our objectives, but we are slowly being rolled up here back on the southern end of the Peach Orchard line. Some of the batteries over here are slowly being routed or pushed back. The Rose Wheatfield position still seems relatively strong. We might have more troops there than we need. But the Peach Orchard will probably go.
Sir, reinforcements are coming up.
Alright, so we've got 2 new brigades. We've got Zook's brigade coming up. And we've got Brooks' brigade coming up.
Captured our guns. We've taken their guns. Sir, they've captured our guns.
So we're engaging with some of these troops that aren't part of this battle. Moving 2 brigades here that are going to advance against this attack's flank to try and retake the Peach Orchard, because that will fall here very shortly. You can see they're in here and in our rear a bit. So once these troops down here are driven back, you can see this whole line is going to cave in, and that'll also expose the flank at the wheat field. Zooking a little bit further back. Move these guys in at the double. Oh, apparently if I hold the peach orchard, I get the option to attack on day 3. Huh. I did not know that. I don't think I'm going to hold the peach orchard, but we'll see. I just want to win the battle, guys. The first day was so disastrous that I just want to win the battle. Alright, these troops got there. We'll advance Zook forward here. We'll advance Brook. Advance against the peach orchard flank. I don't know where all these troops retreating are. A whole bunch of them retreating. Maybe on the north? No, they're in the south. Alright, advance into the peach orchard now. Do it. Wilcock is moving troops to the... Huh. Interesting. Alright. Arts battery will move up there.
Reporting, General.
Alright, so we're being driven out of the front of the peach orchard finally. But Brooks' troops are taking position here in the rear part of the peach orchard. Get the 140th Pennsylvania to advance. Looks like there's maybe a flank that we can hit or something. Some of these troops are actually still in pretty good shape that got pushed back, so we'll start bringing some of them forward. Our right flank is being overlapped here somewhat. Ours brigade is being pushed back. Sickles himself is still up near the front. We're still hanging on to the peach orchard. I don't know where that trigger is for us to lose it, but we are just barely hanging on there. Graham has been wounded. Alright, the 145th Pennsylvania just routed the Confederate troops to their front. Maybe we'll hang on. I don't know. There might be another division coming still. Maybe Anderson's division hasn't engaged yet. Also, our right flank is pretty damn precarious here. Carr's brigade's hanging in there by the skin of their teeth. You can see they're getting pushed back. So as we advance, every foot of ground that we advance here is getting us a little bit more exposed. If our entire rear could be exposed here very soon. Alright, so another battery was rallied. We'll move these guys over here. Limber. Meanwhile, we are hanging on in the wheat field. We've got quite a few good troops down there still. Alright, so Humphreys is doing his job. I'm getting a fair number of batteries rallying here. We've still got a bit of a solid line. Some of these troops in the peach orchard, though, are about to break, I think. '53rd advance south. I don't see any way that we hang on to the peach orchard, but we'll see. We're kind of caught in a bit of a salient of our own creation here by advancing those reinforcements forward. Another brigade of reinforcements are coming up. Changing the map orientation just confused the hell out of me. So Day's brigade is coming in. The enemy has begun approaching the peach orchard. Well, Brooks's another battery rallied. We're badly shaken up, sir. Alright, troops are coming up. Another brigade of reinforcements. General Carr is wounded. 2 more brigades routed. Regiments routed. Alright, they're going to get themselves torn apart by these batteries of Napoleons, which are really good at short-range defense. Long as the 70th New York can hang in for a minute or two, that'll help. Alright, Day, move your troops up. Are they rookies? They're trained. They're not rookies, but they're not experienced. Yeah, I think the peach orchard's gone. I'm trying to save it. It's not double quick. Trying to save it, but I may endanger the whole rest of the position by doing that. Wolkert Hill's back here. Gotta hold that.
Morning, General.
Another battery rallied. What am I doing? Just ordering routed troops forward. What's left of Carr's brigade's going away. That northern salient's gone. The peach orchard's fallen. What are you guys doing? You're gonna get yourself shot to pieces by doing that. Yeah, these troops suck. The funny thing is they're regulars. They're trained. They are only considered trained troops, and yet these are U.S. regulars. 6 U.S. That seems a little bit off.
Morning, General.
More enemy troops are arriving. I'm really hoping they don't make a run for the center. We'll see. This battle still has a bit of time left. Let's have Carr attempt to rally his troops on Wakert Hill. Yeah, retaking the peach orchards out of the question at this point. Barnes' division's still in good shape, though. Let's pull one of these regiments back to Wakert Hill. Hart's battery up here, too. All my officers are wounded. Brooke, Graham, them all. That impacts their ability to actually provide sort of rallying capabilities to your troops, by the way. Sixteenth Massachusetts is rallied. So they'll be over here by the hill. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get historical day 3. Again, unless we lose Wakert Hill. But I don't think there's a lot of time for that. Oh my god. I'm not a very active commander, as you can tell. Let's go with fast speed. Hang in there, boys. Don't give up the line. Hold the wheat field. It's like, alright, these batteries are kind of holding our northern flank. Oh no, they've captured our guns. Oh shit. They could approach Weikert, potentially. They are kind of moving that direction. They could actually get more time to complete the objective if they take the wheat field. Shit. They're advancing on Weikert Hill. We've got one regiment. Do they have time to get there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't have any troops there to resist. Oh, shit. They're gonna get more time now that they're taking the wheat field, aren't they? We're gonna lose it all! No! Alright, so we're gonna have Sedgwick's attack on Little Round Top, aren't we? I really should not have tried to hold Wheatfield that long. I should have pulled those troops back. Well... a decisive Confederate victory there. I know that was like me doing nothing, but I had no troops left to do anything with. So that was bad. Surprisingly enough, we get the happy music on the evening of July 2nd. That's weird.
Hancock, how are your men?
General Meade, the men are exhausted after the day's action. But, sir, they've plenty of spirit...
I could be wrong about Weikert Hill. I just assumed if we lose that hill, we lose the left flank. But we did hold the Little Round Top battle, too, and I think we won a decisive there. Oh, fuck. Well, there you have it, folks. We lost Weikert Hill. Rest assured, if we had held the Peach Orchard, we would be attacking the Confederate position, going on the initiative on July 3rd. But because we lost the Peach Orchard, that would typically trigger Pickett's charge on July 3rd. The problem was we also lost Weikert Hill, which led to a decisive Confederate victory at the Little Round Top that assumes essentially that the last-second charge by the 1st Minnesota, Hancock rallying troops to hold the line, doesn't happen, and the Union left flank caves in. Which means that on July 3rd, we're going to have our own version of Pickett's charge, where the Union Corps under General Sedgwick, who you see here, is going to have to counterattack Confederate positions in and around Little Round Top to attempt to win the battle. If we counterattack the Confederates and we can drive them from Little Round Top and hold Little Round Top, then you sort of get the historical, tactical, or potentially a marginal victory for the Union Army where it holds its ground, but doesn't win hugely. However, we don't get that if we lose. If we lose, I believe it's a tactical defeat for the Union Army because one of the avenues of retreat, the avenue directly to Washington, is cut off. Both armies are badly bloodied, but presumably that would result in a tactical defeat. No decisive defeat. A decisive defeat would be the actual destruction of the Union Army, which has to happen, I believe, if the Union lose Culp's Hill, Cemetery Hill, and Little Round Top, and they kind of gets completely surrounded. Then they get destroyed. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That is for the next video. We won the first battle on July 2nd. We lost the second battle. We lost it so badly that the entire second day's fight turns into a defeat. And now we have July 3rd as an attempt to salvage the Battle of Gettysburg for the Union, attempt to win the Battle of Gettysburg for the Union, and it'll be sort of the grand finale. This next battle will be the final battle in this series of Sid Meier's Gettysburg, fighting as the Union. But that next battle will be for next time. Until then, guys, I appreciate you tuning in as always, and this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching. I'm out.